Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be learning about how to play against the Scandinavian. So that's going to start e4, d5. And generally this breaks this rule of bringing the queen out early. But if white doesn't know the right way to play against it, it can be very, very solid. So here, queen takes d5. We're not going to attack the queen immediately. We're going to develop our piece's castle, and then we're going to start attacking the queen. That way we can see where this king is going. So knight f3. There's two ways to play. There's the aggressive way with bishop g4. Here we're just going to play bishop e2, and after knight c6, black's about to castle queenside. We're going to castle, castle, and now we're going to go h3. Before we attack this queen, we're going to force the bishop back one square, and then now when we attack the queen doesn't have this option. So generally after h2, there's two ways to play. The really aggressive one, h5, we don't want to take this bishop immediately. That gives black a lot of counterplay, and we're probably going to either have to give up our material or get mated. So we go c3. We're going to have a solid position, and then we're going to take this bishop. So there's a couple ways for black to play here. If queen f5, trying to go all in on the sack, we can just go d4, and after take, 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 we can defend aggressively by going knight g5. This covers all these important squares and forces this queen out of here. So if they go like queen h4, we're probably just going to bring this queen in, force a queen trade, and then just be up a clean piece. So instead, he could also go queen d6. We don't want to take yet. We're just going to take the center, develop our pieces, and for something like this, we have the bishop pair where we have this idea of bringing the knight this way, taking on c6, then taking on a7. So that's how you want to play against that h5 move. Now if they go bishop h5, now we're just going to continue the attack on the queen side. So we attack that queen, knight c3, he goes back to d7, and now we can go b4, opening up this queen side. So if knight takes b4, we're just going to go rook b, or we're going to go knight e5. There's this queen line here. After queen e6, we have knight takes f7. And if bishop takes f7, we can just go bishop g4, pinning this queen. We win the skewer the queen that way. And if he tries to take on e2, we had this in-between move, knight takes d8. And after take, we're also going to win this bishop, and we're going to be up a full rook. So after knight e5, he's got to take on e2, like this. We're going to play queen takes. Probably you're going to see queen e6, and now once again we're attacking on this b file. This pawn sack is going to be way worth the play of one pawn. So rook b1, and now either knight takes c2 or knight c6. We're just going to have this queen b5 move, which is just going to bust open this position. After b6, we have moves like knight c6, and after maybe here, we have check, king here, and knight takes pawn, threatening mate here. Our knight can come here, hit these two squares, and what are these three pieces doing? Nothing over here, still at home. And if they go knight c6, we can do the same thing. We have this piece sacrifice variation. So queen takes e5, we just go queen takes b7, king d7, and now we bring the rook in. So if queen e6, we're going to go with rook, or sorry, not rook check, but d4, basically threatening d5, and we're going to win our piece back, and this king is going to be super, super exposed. If we move like rook b8, we can go queen a6, take, take, and now he can't stop d5. If he tries to go a6, we don't take, keep this pin so that we can win our piece back. If knight f6, we can push, knight takes, and now rook d1. And now we're going to win our piece back, and once again, what are these two pieces doing? So that's how you want to play against this castle queenside variation. Now we're going to look at if he tries to play solid, and that's going to be, he's going to basically do the opposite and try to castle kingside as fast as possible. So here it's going to start with knight f6. Now we're going to do the same thing, bishop e2. I mean, basically every time you play the Scandi, you can pre-move knight f3, bishop e2. So e6, castle, bishop e7, and now since we're not going to get as much play if we go knight c3, because he's very solid now, and we can't just push our pawns against his queen side. So here we're going to grab space with c4. So c4, now the queen can either go back to d6, or sometimes it even goes all the way back to d8, and here we're just going to play nice and comfortably. d4, knight c3, probably bishop f4, all our pieces are out. We can start expanding on the queen side, and we'll have a very nice position. And now if he goes queen a5, which you'll see a lot, you can go d4, take that center. They go castle. If they go castle, now we have a very nice attack. So bishop d2, whether queen a6 or queen b6, we can go c5. If take on b2, now we have bishop c3, trapping the queen. And if c6, so if c5, queen c6, we just go knight e5, just continuously pushing this queen back. We're going to go knight c3, and then if he tries challenging this knight, we go f4, just kind of dominating this position. And here we have a lot of space, we have a really nice position, and black is super, super cramped. And now if they don't go castle, they go c6. We're going to play it a little bit differently. We're going to activate this bishop. Basically, grab a bunch of space, go bishop f4, knight c3, and now just get ready to expand on the queen side. Just kind of push these pawns, maybe make a weakness here, and all our pieces are out, and we have a super strong position. Don't push c5 too fast, because he does get this knight d5 idea, so we're going to prolong it. We're going to go like queen d8, rook b1 here, and just slowly improve our position. Bishop d3, there's no rush. Black is very, very passive. If we give him something to do, then he can start getting play. If we just improve our position and give him no weaknesses, it's going to be very hard for him to maneuver his pieces. And if they ever try to take away this bishop, we're going to keep it. Just keep the pieces and slowly maneuver to get a very nice position. Probably one idea that I can already see is bishop c2, queen d3. And yeah, so that's how you can play the Scandinavian. So remember, if they castle queen side, we're going to attack on the queen side, and we're not going to play c4. If they castle king side, we got to play c4 for more space. Those are basically the two main ideas. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out wolfchess.org. We've got a lot of great puzzles, lessons, and videos, and hope you guys were entertained.